really good enough.
Okay, all you did was pick. Sit down. Boo-boo. Relax. I hate to try to compete with me. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. First your job. Good.
Another good. Shit. Never mind. I'm good. Right here. I thought you were going to look.
They downstairs, you know? I dropped one. Tell me, flicky all that. I don't need to shut you that far up.
Yeah, you shot me that far from watching.
what?
One in here.
I get it on him. Hey, Ben, Will, you seen that dude?
I got money about to load out right here. Money on about that.
Got him down that far. Hey, somebody might not. He down. Get him up out of here. You can get that hit.
Another one on me, man.
I'm just trying to get the load out, man. Man, them look champion. Damn. They're behind us, CJ. my God.
Got that big.
All right.
Kill that nigga.
Man, that team, man. Hey, bro, man, y'all gotta be man. Man, I was in the same place how I was, bro. I still was thumbing at that motherfucker.
Bree, what up, Bree? You gotta add me too. I sent you a friend request.
You had your ass dig, boy.
Man, send the Western name, dude. Yo, there you go right there, Bree. I see you on. This nigga still searching. Who is Bruce Lee? People changing their name. What's the motion? What we do right here, chat? What's the motion? What we do right here?
When you shop with the Shipped app, your schedule is the only schedule that matters. Shipped, delight in every delivery.
Have you ever wondered how the world's currencies are traded? The foreign exchange market, also known as the Forex market, is the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. It's a marketplace where currencies from all over the globe are bought and sold in pairs.
I mean, can you do that from now on without me having to beg you to do that?
Your Honor, the court does not have to beg me for anything.
Okay, I mean, let's just have it be sort of a standard, which I thought would have been clear anyway, but is apparently not, that you make it clear to everybody what parts of what exhibits you want in evidence so that we can then, if there are evidentiary challenges to them, be able to sensibly discuss those. Is that something you can do for the court and for the opposing counsel in this case?
Absolutely.
Okay. So can you right now let us know so that while we're having our half hour, we can take a look at all of that?
Sure can, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the objections, as stated already, generally were hearsay, confrontation clause, and authentication. There's not going to be a confrontation clause issue. People's Twitter posts are not testimonial. But with regard to authentication and hearsay, I don't know if
He can set the foundation, and he can
authenticate these.
I believe that.
Okay, maybe. All right, and then there may. Okay, so let us know. How are you gonna let us know that? Because can you email to everybody the portions, or how are we gonna?
I can give you the specific page numbers.
Okay, and everybody else has a copy?
Everybody has this. Yes. When you say everybody else has a copy, I'm not sure what the court means.
If you give page numbers, they have a copy so that they'll be able to easily find and look at what that is?
If they look at the
Do you
they
remember?
have.
They have a link. Do you remember which link it is?
Yeah.
Can you let us know that, or at least them know that?
I'll just yes, I can.
Resending it would be great, and then pinpointing.
And perhaps telling us where it is in the discovery.
No, she's going to resend it, which would be easier.
Okay.
Okay, so you will do that and be specific about what parts you want in. All right, Mr. Shart, you had asked in the midst kind of all of the objections that the court give an instruction about the blank box. Is that something that you still want me to do, that the box was blank at the court's instruction because we didn't at that point have anything establishing the date? Or
yes, I would very much appreciate the court giving that instruction.
And that was states 44, I mean, not states, I'm sorry, Mr. Stillwell 44.
I believe that's correct.
Okay.
I can check. I'll approach and look at the evidence and confirm.
Okay, and so I'll just tell them that it was at the court's direction that the box was blank because it hadn't at the time been established what the box meant.
Your Honor.
Will that work? Yes, no?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, that requirement of the court was not on the defendants. They objected to that box being shown. The state had no objection. So inasmuch as the objection leveled by Mr. Stillwell is what the court based that on, and the state did not have an objection, and the state actually explained what it was, and Mr. Stillwell could have very well put that date in the box.
No, Mr. Stillwell could not have at that point. There was an objection to it. I will give that instruction, and I'm also going to instruct that the state may not in any way attempt to argue that Mr. Stillwell was trying to hide anything by having that box on there blank. Understand? And I'm not saying you would, but just want to make that clear. Understand?
I think, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I would also, let's see. So we're going to deal with the Twitter feed issues and the reconsideration of Zachary's things. Anything else?
The additional crime scene photos.
Your Honor,
from Mr. Atkins?
I don't know if we'll get to that or not.
Okay.
When would that be coming in?
not it.
Your Honor, those probably won't even come in until the next week or the week after
Well, they
next.
may not be
depending.
coming in at all.
Well,
but-
if they are to come in, it would be in about 2 weeks from now.
Okay, and it was so like, you said, or somebody said that the CADs with regard to those had already come in. Can y'all be a little more specific about what those are going to be crime scene photos of and why, like what crime scenes and why? I know Miss Love, you said, oh, you put them back because of witnesses that you had to add back in. Can you give me a little more specificity about the?
Specificity.
So at the begin, you want to know the actual
Crime scenes.
Okay.
And then why did you have to add those witnesses back in?
Well, the why was when counsel for.
Was it because you were establishing who lived at places and they were gonna object unless you brought the person in?
That was half of it. The other
Okay.
half was that they objected to any of the
Chain of custody, I remember.
right.
Anything
right.
beyond that?
Yes. So I'm pulling up the actual
Okay.
incident number.
I mean, if you want to just give me an address, like the so-and-so crime scene.
But these photos, Your Honor, were not produced in discovery.
I
No.
understand.
Okay,
I'm
thank
going to get to that. I'm just trying to get a little bit of basis for what we're even talking about.
So it was 717 Cedar Avenue. I don't have the date on that in front of me.
Well, one was 2014, one was 2015, one was 2019, as I understand it. Which was that?
That was 2014.
Okay.
And that was based on an objection about the Nibin hits. And then there was the 807 Prior and 193 Hendricks shooting, which I think was that was in 2015. That was one of the retaliatory shootings. And then there was the 2019 one regarding Milton Howard in Rayshawn Lucci Bennett's vehicle.
Where?
On the road. It was, the specific address was.
This is something there was just testimony about last week. Yes, no?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you. That was rhetorical.
Okay, well, in any event, you say you added witnesses back because of needing to establish who lived where and the chain of custody, I guess, for like bullets and shells and things like that. But if the photos themselves were never provided, which is what Mr. Adkins represented in his email, then why should they come in now?
Your Honor, so as it relates to the scene, we believe that it's relevant information that does not unfairly prejudice anyone, as the incidents themselves are very much a part of the discovery that we've provided.
But the crime scene photos aren't, right?
Your Honor, I believe I believe that they have not, but I will make certain that they've not. I believe that they have not.
Well, Mr. Adkins represented that they hadn't.
And I have no reason not to
Okay,
believe.
so you check on that in our 30 minutes or so that we're going to have, and you can let me know. All right, let's be back here at 1:20.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I know that Mr. Sprinkle had no more questions on direct by the state, so I will put in writing. He mentioned some phone calls, jail calls. The state mentioned with him, but they didn't put him in. I have some objections to portions of those jail calls, and I'll put it in writing for everybody. But I just wanted to make the court aware, just in case the state wants to, on redirect, somehow get into those jail calls.
Are you going to get into the substance of jail calls with Mr. Sprinkle?
Not today, no.
Okay. Ever with Mr. Sprinkle?
At some point, yes, after we get other, yes.
Okay, then, yep, go ahead and put those objections in writing.
I'll do it.
And one more thing, Mr. Steele, you sent over an email sort of setting forth an objection or a continuing objection, I guess, that you have to the testimony of Mr. Sprinkle about his investigation, and you based it on Davis versus State, 307 Georgia 746 from 2020, and also Adkins v. State, 301 Georgia 153 from 2017, and the law that's set forth in those about conduct of an investigation, an officer not normally, only in rare instances being relevant, but that it is relevant after, or its case law appears to acknowledge that it can be relevant after a defense has raised questions about an investigation. And yet you're saying at the same time that your co-counsel is asking Mr. Sprinkle questions about his investigation that you don't believe that it is relevant here because the defense hasn't challenged Mr. Sprinkle specifically. And that is, I appreciate that nuance, but my original ruling on that stands. So I'm going to overrule your objection. You may have a continuing objection to that.
Thank you.
All right. See y'all back at 1:20.
Just for you to know, we speak with independent crime scene people. So the state just giving us this these photographs, and then we have to review the evidence and then go talk to the witnesses. It's a hassle.
So if she lets me know that these were originally provided, that's one thing. But if they were not, then they're not going to be coming in. All right. See y'all in 30 minutes.
Oh, good to be doing what she want to do. What it do, my guy? What's the motion, my brother? Seeing you on the other side, huh? But coming to fuck with your boy on the other side.
The court's ruling.
So could you share with
When I heard I was approved by one main, I was very relieved. I was ecstatic. I just felt like a ton of weight was lifted off my shoulders.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With
And if it's not there, Your Honor, then that's the only reference.
Any response on that? I mean, I don't recall that witness being asked anything about that, but it's not really saying anything anyways, is what Mr. Zachary's saying.
Yes.
Judge, I know that the line 19 is out, and I just ask that the court allow us to play it up. What I have is that he said, that I'm looking at it. I know that I disagree with with Mr. Steele about it. This particular sentence needing to be put on him. He said everything he said about each person in this courtroom is not true. And so this is not one of the redactions that were previously ordered. I think.
Hang on.
It's admissible, and I'd ask that we be allowed to play up until line 18.
So that's not Zachary saying anything about Mr. Williams, right? It's just him saying, here's what I said to Mr. Williams?
No, it is that Mr. Williams didn't have buy any guns to commit a crime. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Williams did not buy a gun to commit a crime. That's what it says. It's exculpatory, I understand. But it was not asked about, is what I'm saying. So it's not an inconsistent statement.
Read the entirety of what you think it says for me.
What was the number again that I announced?
Oh my gosh.
What was the page number I announced?
Okay. I don't know why they keep opening that door, but it's closed now.
Thanks.
I think you said that you thought it said, I told thugs stop messing with everybody, like don't buy no guns for no crime.
No.
Okay.
That's not what it says.
What does it say?
Find my page that I lost. Does anyone remember the page I...
Young Thug leaning over there looking in that bit like he knows. Like he finna get looking through them bitches. Reba, what it do, Reba? Man, we ain't got
Your Honor, it's what he says, according to the audio. It's Mrs. Zachary.
My screen died and ran off.